Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the Crafty Princess Diaries podcast. And my name is Tammy Powley, aka the Crafty Princess, and I write the Crafty Princess Diaries weblog as well as have started this podcast that is craft related, of course. You can find show notes for this and other previous episodes of my podcast at my website, P as in Paul, OWLEY.com, and you can subscribe to this podcast as well as other videos that I upload on my YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com and search for my name. That's really the easiest way to find me, unless you use links from my weblog. But if you just want to go directly over to youtube.com and search for TAMMY space POWLEY, you will find my channel very easily, and you can see previous podcasts as well as other videos that I upload over there. Some of them are craft related, some of them are pet related, and some of them are related to 31 products because I'm a 31 consultant on the side. So in fact, I'm going to show you a few products today that I'm getting ready to send off to my niece who is pregnant, as well as some other cute baby goodies. The title, in fact, of this episode is Giveaway and Baby Box Goodies, because I'm going to show you a box of goodies that we're sending off, my sister and I, to my niece. In fact, if you saw episode 4, my guest on there was my sister, who is the mother of my niece Ashley, who's expecting her first baby. So congratulations, Ashley and Jeremy. By the way, today is September 15th, 2014, and this is an important date because it's related to the giveaway, which happens to be this book. I mentioned it briefly on another podcast episode. Hello, Chanel. This is the beaded bracelets, 25 dazzling handcrafted projects, and I'm going to give this away to people who are watching this episode. All right, so that means if you want to enter to win this book, all you have to do is, I'm losing my light here. All you have to do is comment on the episode through my weblog. So you would go to tammypowley.com, look for episode 5, comment in the comments section, and I'm just going to ask you something really simple, which is describe your favorite bracelet. It can be one you've made or been given as a gift or purchased yourself. And then just comment there, and when you get the box for your, excuse me, my nose is very itchy. I've been having massive allergy problems past few days. When you get that box up that has your name and email address, make sure to put the email address in there, because that is how I'm going to contact the winners. I'm going to pick through the random number generator, and hey, you know, I don't have a very big audience right now for this podcast, so you have a really good chance of winning. I'm going to limit this to U.S. residents only, because shipping outside of the U.S. right now is incredibly expensive, and this is coming out of my own pocket. The last time I shipped a book off to Canada, I just about passed out, so it was really expensive. So yeah, and you have until September 30th, 2014, midnight Eastern time, let's put that way, to include your comment on there, and after September 30th I will draw for the winner. And I'm going to write a more detailed, or actually a text-based review of this book, but let me just say that it is a bead weaving book for anyone who's interested in winning it or buying it at some point later. The projects are gorgeous from just the flipping around that I've done, but I will say if you are very new to bead weaving or totally new, along with this book, which does have instructions that are quite detailed, you would probably want to supplement it with maybe some YouTube videos. There's also a few websites out there that have instructions as well. You know, you can just Google things. But to me, even though none of the projects are extremely difficult, if you have never ever done any bead weaving, then you would probably need a little extra help to complete the projects, again, in this book, Beaded Bracelets. All right, so that's the giveaway. All right, I have a lot of stuff up here. So the next thing I wanted to do is, of course, my little crafty tip, and it is also related to a project that I've been working on. I sponsor a craft club at the college where I teach, and a lot of the students in my club have been wanting to sew. And of course, anyone who's done any significant sewing knows that it's not super easy to sew, and you have to be very precise, and it takes a lot of equipment. And I have just my tiny little office that has, luckily, I do have a closet where I can keep a lot of the supplies, but I don't have facilities where I can have like a room full of sewing machines and things like that. So I tried to come up with something that students could get a little practice sewing, even if it's just hand stitching, and I came up with this idea, which is to make felted ornaments. If I can pick this up here, okay. And my tip is related to this because I was like, okay, how am I going to figure out, like, you know, get the templates to make the different ornaments? Voila, cookie cutters, which I happen to have, okay? So you can just put the cookie cutter on a piece of paper, make your template, and then of course place, you know, pin the template onto the felt, cut the felt out, cut 2 pieces. I added a button. I thought that might be, you know, it's good to learn how to sew a button on so they can, you know, learn how to sew a button on with this project. And then I just did running stitch, and I actually stuffed it with scraps of yarn, okay? And also here, of course, is a scrap of yarn that I used for the little dangling ornament. You could also use ribbon for this too as well. If you have ribbon scraps, that's another handy thing. So that's my little tip. If you're looking for templates for things like this, there's probably other projects this would be related to. Check your cookie cutters. Do you have any Christmas cookie cutters or holiday related cookie cutters? These make great templates, so that's my little tip. All right, finished objects. Oh, I'm so happy to tell you that I am done with Spiky. Here you go, the Stegosaurus. I've been working on him for quite a while. He was a tad fiddly because, boy, these things were kind of a pain. She does have the designer who created this, Stacy Truck. She does have extra help on that's linked into the directions. For example, because these are tricky because they stand up and they're flat. You know, it's not like this is the legs are circular, so connecting these little scale things was a little different to me than other things that I've had to connect before. So she does have extra help, which I did find a little helpful, but honestly the instructions for that, it was how to connect a flat piece. But these aren't really flat, these stick up, okay? So, but you know, I figured it out. I think he's very cute. These are my niece's colors. In fact, she liked, what is it? She picked yellow, turquoise, orange, and bright green. So these were left over. I had a few skeins left over of the Brava. This is Knit Picks Brava. And then I just glued on some felted eyes. Okay, so he's going to go along with the teddy bear. Okay, and this is kind of related to a work in progress that I'm doing here. Let's see, do I have this unzipped? Of course I did not unzip this, sorry for the sound. I am making Teddy so that he kind of matches with the decor, a little scarf. Okay, so I'm knitting him a scarf that is going to fit, you know, kind of around his neck here, and then he'll have kind of matching, because I've already given her a bunny that is green and yellow, so now she'll have, you know, the teddy bear with the matching scarf, and then the Stegosaurus. So, and then I made a couple of baby blankets too. So, so basically all the scraps from the 2 baby Afghans I made for her, except for the teddy bear itself, I used to make the other 2 stuffed toys for her. So this is my work in progress. This is pathetic, but this is the only knitting I've been doing lately. Yeah, this little guy. And I actually goofed up on it and had to restart it. Pathetic. But anywho, I really want to get started on another Knit Lab Craftsy class, but work is really getting me right now. In fact, I start up on Wednesday, I'm going to start a 2-week training on some stuff that school related that I really wanted to do over the summer, and I asked everybody, please let's do it over the summer, but no, of course that didn't happen. So and I've had 2 emails that have told me that this is a very rigorous class, so goody gumdrops. But anyway, you got to do what you got to do, right? So that is my work in progress and my finished objects. And let's see, oh, my other work in progress, and I'm just going to briefly, I'll show him when he's totally done, because right now he's all in these parts and pieces and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I am working on this guy. Okay, this is another Fresh Stitches pattern. This is really fun because you can, she has it set up so you can design your own dragon. So you can pick the tail, the type of ears you want, the type of horns. Do you want wings or do you want scales? And I'm just using up a lot of scraps that I have. And this actually is going to go One of the things that the College Craft Club I sponsor does is sell stuffed toys. We also give them away to groups as well, but we have a little boutique that we run every fall and then every spring, and we'll sell stuffed toys and then use the money and donate it to various charities. So I'm using a lot of scraps from the club to make this guy. He's come along. I'm probably about halfway finished with him. Alright, so the baby box of goodies. Okay, so obviously I'm going to have the Stegosaurus and the teddy bear in the box, but we got some other goodies to go along with that. And this is a combination. Her mom and myself have kind of gone together because, of course, my sister was down here visiting in Florida for a while. She went on an 8-day cruise with my mom. And so while she was down here, she brought stuff, and I'm putting it all in one big box. So one thing that my sister got her was a little Ron John's t-shirt. Adorables. Okay, this is a t-shirt, not a onesie, by the way. She said the onesies weren't that cute. While she was in Puerto Rico, she got this cute onesies. Okay, and then I was like, I need to get her like a onesie too. So I looked on Etsy, and I'll link to this girl. She does adorable little onesies. These are all silk screened by an artist on Etsy. Yoga Baby. My niece is a professional dancer and yoga instructor, and so of course I thought that was cute. And we don't, again, I think I mentioned this in an earlier podcast, we don't know the sex of the baby, so this is, I think, you know, a little boy baby could still wear this, right? He's still going to be doing yoga. But yeah, and this, oh, by the way, this was only $10, so, you know, if you know anybody, she had some other things, not just yoga stuff, but she had all kinds of cute onesies with, and you can even get them personalized, like if you know you want a specific little, you know, saying on it, she does that for you. So I think it's called, I think she's just called Cute Shirts, but like I said, I'll link to her in the show notes, because for $10, seriously, how cute is that? All right, so along with the onesies, the toys, we also got her some items from 31. I'm not going to show you all the products that we got her, but just a couple to show you the tie-in with the color combinations. I got her a couple of these little caddies, and you can see, again, it's got her colors that she likes. And these are really handy. You could put, you know, baby bottles, powder, you know, baby stuff. And once they're full, what's nice is, I just popped this open, but for packaging, when I mail this off, you can flatten it. So all these items that we got her are going to fit in the box, no problem. The other thing is, she likes this pattern too. This is called Daisy Craze. And see, it's got all her colors in it. So, and these kind of go together. This is called, I think it's called Summer Stripe? Sunny Stripe? Yeah. Sorry, consultants, if I'm, you know, messing this up. Anyway, so we got her various products related to these prints to go with her, you know, momminess that's coming up. Some of these things she can use in the nursery to decorate, along with, of course, the little toys and everything. Some things she could use, like my sister got her a large utility tote, so she could use that and put it in her car. I know a lot of moms that like to do that because you carry a lot of stuff around. It's crazy how much stuff people have to carry around these days with their kids. But so anyway, that's nice to have in your car. And like I said, I think everything we got her collapses so that if she's not using it, she can store it away. And as far as shipping goes, it's going to be pretty easy. I have a box that it fits in no problem. So let's see, did you just hear my cats? All right, they're kind of running around behind me. All right, so the other thing I wanted to show you was, I guess it kind of relates to future project ideas as well as some stash acquisition. This past Saturday, my sisters and I, all three of us, went down to Cocoa Village, which is in an area in Florida. It's in Central Florida, area called the Space Coast in Brevard County. I was visiting up there. I lived further south. And I was visiting my family up there, and my younger sister's learning how to crochet, and she is making an amazing, scarf. She's doubling up the yarns, really looks pretty. So she needed a couple more skeins for her scarf, which is coming along really well. And of course, she asked me if I wanted to go to, it's called Knit and Stitch Boutique. And like I said, it's in downtown Cocoa Village. And of course I wanted to go because where I live, they're really, is not a major yarn shop. There is one. Honestly, I've been there so long, I'm not sure. I heard a rumor that it wasn't open anymore, which I'm sorry, but she has a great eclectic collection of items, but not a ton of commercial yarn. She's very selective about what she will put in her shop, which I totally appreciate. But she's more into weaving, so it's just not the same as the little boutique down in Cocoa Village. The only thing against the little boutique in Cocoa Village is she has so much yarn, and there are people everywhere, and you have to crawl over stuff. That's little Coco behind me. So it can be a little, and the people that work there are super sweet. They don't, they're not like snotty if you say that you're crocheting versus knitting. They have a table in the center where people gather. When we were there, they had a knitting class going on with newbie knitters, and everybody is super friendly, very, very friendly. If I lived there, I would spend so much money at that place, it's not even funny. I mean, I would have a lot of problems because they have everything. All their yarn is gorgeous. And so with that, I'm going to show you what I ended up getting, and I really restrained myself, okay, believe it or not. All right, so the first thing I got was I wanted some lace yarn, lace weight yarn, which I've never worked with before, because I have ambitions of making a scarf. It's called, I can't remember the name of the scarf. It's very, very lacy. It's called, it's made from Neck Stitch is the designer, and again, I'll link in the show notes. But this is what I ended up getting. Okay, and I don't know if you can hear it. There you can see. Yeah, and the color is actually not too bad. It's called Wisteria is the colorway. It's like right in front of my face, I know. Okay, Wisteria is the colorway. This little chunky guy is 100 grams, 798 yards. I think I needed 600 something yards. This guy was a little pricey. It's 50% silk though and 50% merino. This was about $30, which I was like, whoo. I mean, this for me, this is super high end. This is like crazy expensive for me. Okay, but that's a lot of yarn in there, and hopefully I'll be able to make that scarf. It's a crochet pattern. It's quite lacy. It's something that I think I could wear in Florida, not necessarily in the summertime when it's 95 degrees out, but right now it's starting to cool down a little bit. It actually was 72 at 9:30 this morning. Yay! So now I'm thinking of, wow, I could actually wear that scarf maybe in a month or so, but it's a quite involved project, so it's probably something I'm going to have to wait and tackle maybe over Christmas break, but now I have the yarn for it. Love this color. So the other thing I got, I really love the Cascade hand-painted line here. In fact, here's the little ball band for anyone that's familiar with these here. This is called the Heritage Paints, and it's hand-painted yarn. Now, I will say, last time I purchased something like this at this shop, the mix that I got, it was I want to say 75% wool, 25% silk, and I made this fabulous lacy shawl out of it that I cannot wait to wear when it gets a little cooler. And I asked for the hand painted, and she pointed me in the direction of them, and I was not careful enough to look on here because this does not have any silk in it, which I'm a little bummed about. It's got 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. All right, so no silk. I mean, if you've ever worked with a silk blend, it feels wonderful in your hands. I love the silk blend. So so anyway, but this color, wow, hello. I don't know if you can. It's very bright, and if you really, I don't know if you can really see, but there's little bits of purple, dark purple with the blue, and this. See, it's a good color for me because I have blue eyes. So this, I think, in fact, I've already got it in a project bag with this, like, I have to touch this and work with it right away because I love the color. It feels wonderful. It's very squishy. It is fingering weight. Okay, so I'm thinking I might just make a little lacy shawlette type of thing, like a netted crochet stitch. I've made a few of those, and they're very wearable when it gets a little cooler here in Florida. They kind of work for me like kind of like a scarf type of thing, but I just make them a little shorter. And then I might even have enough yarn for some wristlets. Let's see, this is 100 grams, 437 yards. So that's pretty good, you know, that's a pretty good amount. So we'll have to see. But yeah, this is sitting in a project bag right now, and I'm pretending like any minute I'm going to start that shawl. We'll see. We'll see. It's hard. My knitting crochet time's really been impacted by work. Okay, then the other thing I got, which I had no plans on getting, and I was okay with that. I did kind of, sometimes I go and I just like, I knew I wanted some stuff because I knew I wanted the hand painted, I knew I wanted the lace weight. But of course when you go, I mean, I only go to this place every like maybe 2 or 3 months, every 2 or 3 months tops at the most, because it is a bit of a drive. And also I'm there to visit family, so of course, you know, they're not real keen on like, hi, how's it going? I'm going to the yarn store. See you in about 2 hours, you know, so that's not really keen with them. And even though they'll put up with it, you know, like, it's not, they don't want to go to the yarn store with me all the time. So, but my sisters went, and all three of them, all three of us, there's 3 of us. I have a younger sister and an older sister. We all bought yarn. In fact, my older sister was all like, I'm not going to buy any yarn. But then we saw this, okay, $5. It's polyester, okay, it's polyester. But it's washable, and it is super soft. It reminds me of like a chenille bedspread. And in fact, if you look at it here, it's flat, so it's kind of weird. It's called Plushes, and it's a Cascade yarn. She has lots of Cascade. She's into Cascade definitely at this place. In fact, yeah, I guess, well, the other thing I bought was Cascade. Yeah, this is Cascade. This is Cascade. This, of course, this lace weight is Jupiter Moon Farm. I've never had their stuff before, so we'll see. But anyway, I bought 2 skeins of this Precious. This is called the, crap, what is it? It's called, I can't remember the colorway. They don't have the colorway on here, but she told me the colorway. Oh, and one of the things that they do, in fact, let's see if it's on here, Begonia. Yeah, so one of the things that they do at this shop that I really like, let me cover up my address here, is they give you a printout of what you bought, and they have a database. So honestly, I could have just said, hey, last time I was here, I bought some hand-painted yarn. I can't remember what kind it was. She could probably look it up. Now, whether they would have it or not, I don't know, but she could actually look up and see what I purchased before. But what's nice about this here is that it tells me colorways, what it was, how much I paid, etc., etc. So, so anyway, but yeah, I bought, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I don't know. $5. Come on, $10. I had to buy this. Okay, it's so soft. So I don't know. It's obviously not enough for probably even a baby blanket. My older sister Terry was playing around with it. We all sat, in fact, it was so cool. We all got back to my parents' house, and the 3 of us sat down and crocheted together. Is that so wonderful, or what, to crochet with your sisters? I mean, it was really a wonderful day. But she was playing around with it, and definitely because I guess it's so flat, you know, it's not round, you would need to use some kind of open stitch for this, like a V-stitch, maybe, I'm thinking. So, I don't know, I could maybe a little baby something if my niece has a girl. I don't know, not sure. But anyways, it's going in the stash, something will come up. I mean, you know, it's $10 and it's so soft. Even if I just made some scarves or something, you know, for me or people, whatever. Alright, so I'm getting past my 20-minute mark, but hey, I have a giveaway, so that took up extra time. I don't have a giveaway every time. So don't forget about that giveaway. September 30th, 2014 is the cutoff date. All you have to do is go over to my weblog and go to this post that this podcast, episode 5, which is entitled, again, Giveaway and Baby Box Goodies, and post in the comments and just tell me about your favorite bracelet. That's all you got to do, and you'll enter to win, and I will select those right after, as soon as possible after September 30th, and contact the winner. So I guess I better start wrapping it up. Thank you everyone for your kind feedback and comments, and I do have a little tiny audience now, so that is, you know, thrilling for me. Please continue to feel free to give me any suggestions or feedback, or if there's something particular that you like to share. Do you have a tip you would like me to share? Let everybody else know about? Is there something that I could discuss that you would be interested in that's either jewelry or fiber related or other crafts? I've kind of pretty much done them all. But yeah, that's kind of it. Again, you can find show notes over at www.tammypowley.com, and you can sign up for notifications of updates to my YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com, search for my name, Tammy Powley, and I hope you guys have a wonderful crafting week. Or two, because it'll probably be two before I record again. Bye.